There was a time when I had all the answers to motherhood. The perfect way to discipline with love and intent, the ability to be empathetic, and, of course, the tireless ability to answer why 4,258 times a day. Of course, all of that disappeared the day I gave birth to my first child. My once seemingly endless pit of mothering knowledge was somehow thrown out with the placenta while I naively oohed and awed over this perfect life I had created. Was this some cruel joke? Before I was a mom, I knew how to raise the perfect child. I was the smartest mom ever. Now that I was responsible for actually doing it, I was more like the kindergarten kid eating paste at craft time. Everyone tells you that parenting is the toughest job that you will ever have, but that's a lie. Maybe not so much a lie as much as it is an omission. They give you the abridged version of how scary parenting really is. I'm sure it's an evolution thing. If we knew just how impossibly frightening this job was, we'd all be celibate. You see, what they leave out is that parenting isn't just difficult. It is so fucking scary, you will want to run screaming from your house in the middle of the night, abandoning your young, if for no other reason, they have a better shot at survival without you. The terror is that you literally have no freaking clue how you are going to help your children grow up to be something more than a sociopathic leech on humanity who still lives in your basement. The terror also lies in the fact that you are a fraud, not cut out to keep a plant alive, let alone an actual little vulnerable human. The terror is all about failure. And if there is one thing we cannot afford to fail at, it's parenting. Before my oldest ever hit her preteen years, the terror of parenthood took hold with a grip so tight, and it never seemed to let go. And when it grabs you that hard before they even hit the dreaded teenage years, you lose your shit on a daily basis. And you start a savings account for therapy, let's be honest. So my daughter, Adley, was about 7 when I had my run from the house in the middle of the night moment. It was about 10 o'clock at night. My newborn baby was asleep in his crib, and Adley was supposed to be asleep in her room. She came to my room in tears because her legs hurt from growing pains. Sweet baby Jesus, why can't they just sleep at the same time? I grabbed the grape-flavored ibuprofen and sat on my bed with her. She refused the medication, and her cries grew louder. Harkening back to the time when I was a good mom, before I actually had kids. I tried to reason with her. Honey, this will help your legs stop hurting. Isn't that what you want? She still refused, and now the cries grew louder and more dramatic. I then tried doing what any good seasoned mother does. I bribed her. If you take the medicine, you can snuggle in my bed. Nope, not good enough. So I tried demanding. Adley, you have 5 seconds to take this medicine. 1. It's okay, don't cry, this will help. 2. Come on, you know you have to do it. 3. I'm serious. 4. I'm starting to get mad. Just take the medicine. 5, take the goddamn medicine. And with that marvelous act of parenting, I scooped her up and I took her back to her room. As she flailed in my arms, I shushed her. Really, I was just afraid the baby was gonna wake up, and we've all been there. I placed her in her bed, but like a fish reeled into a boat, she flopped onto the floor and rolled to the door just as I closed it, demanding her to be quiet. She wailed like a banshee at the gates of hell. And I'd had enough. So I swung open that bedroom door. I cupped her sweet little face in my hands and said, I told you to shut up. With that, I slammed her door, ran down the stairs, and out to the front porch. I fell into a heap of ugly cries and snot on my front porch. I had become the monster I had been so afraid of. I had always hoped that monster was just a lure, not real, but now I knew. I had seen the beast. I was the beast. As I sat there, I contemplated running away, and I tried to compose myself. I said, surely both kids would be better off without me, right? Somehow, on that porch, I worked up the courage to go back inside. I walked up those stairs toward the faint whimpers of my daughter. I slowly opened her door and saw her still sitting on the floor. I joined her, crossing my legs like hers, careful not to scare her again. I slowly wiped the tears cascading down her red cheeks. I am so sorry. I know, she said, but the way she said it made me uneasy. No, honey, I'm really sorry. Mommy should not have yelled at you like that. It's okay, Mommy. We can just start over. And with that, tears streamed down my own cheeks again. The dark monsters that live within each of us are real. I can assure you of that. But when we are at our weakest and the beast finds a way to break free, we have a choice. We can feed it with a laundry list of our fears, or we can put it back in the cage with an apology to those we have hurt. I have no doubt that the monster of fear and doubt is still there. Not a single one. But I also know that my children's hearts are filled with so much love and mercy that the monster has no chance of surviving on the outside. And that's the real truth that no one ever tells you about parenting. When you are in your darkest moment, when you think you are more of a monster than a mother, you just may see more beauty, love, and mercy than ever. And you, yes, you, Mom, you're the one who created and nurtured that beauty, love, and grace.